Welcome back, everyone. It has been a very hot minute since I have made any sort of video on YouTube. The last time you saw it was a white E36. I no longer have that car, and it has nothing but other cars here now. Today we have a pretty short list of shit to do, but we also figured we'd fill you in on both the cars, plus me going to get this car. So let's get into that, talk about both these cars, and at the end we had an event last night and we'll put in all the footage from the drift event. So I guess let's get into the cars. All right, so this is my 94 318 IS that I got for a deal, trading one of my older E46s, like the white one you saw. Or actually the white car is the one I traded because it was wrecked from drifting and everything else. This car has not stock motor in it, but M54, as well as all M3 rear end. It also full interior, came with all sorts of extra parts. This car was like an optioned out stock car, so it came with the phones and everything else. So overall, it's pretty clean. Needs a headliner like every other E36 on planet Earth. The car I plan to be my full-time drift car next year, replacing my silver car that's out there. But for a no rust E36, I can't really complain. Has a ZF5 speed in it. It's everything I need and more, because I missed my older E36 that I had. So this car is perfect, and it has black interior, which if you know BMWs, black interior is good. Let's jump to this car.
This is my 1997 328 IS. Got a good deal on it. It's kind of a piece of junk, but it's getting there. Engine's going good. It's an auto car, kind of sucks, but it'll get swapped eventually. Paint's terrible. Body's not too bad though. It's getting there, has potential, but paid like $700 for the car, so I can't complain. Gets its job done, and we'll see how it turns out.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Can I give you permission to film this car? All right, so today we really don't have much to do. Blake is going to be swapping his stock bumper for the M3 bumper that came on my car, because this car will be getting a full kit. Damn. But as you see, I have not many things to do. I have a roller out here, a roller E46, that I have to pull AC lines off door, because last night at the event that you guys will see footage from, one of my friends gave me a good tap, and I want some extra doors just because I'm worried the next time somebody won't be so careful with me. So me and Blake are gonna go grab drinks, and then he will hop straight into filming him getting this bumper swapped out. So yes, sir. How are you trying to turn it off? There we go. Shred that thing. Shred that thing. Hit a drift.
Okay.
Hit a drift. Hit a sick drift. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hit a drift. Woo! Slide that thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get some speed.
So now we are gonna take these old fog lights out because Chase wants to keep those, and we will be putting the yellow ones back in there. So keep the yellow fog lights and then just have the M3 bumper. So got the fog lights out. Now we're empty here. We're gonna have to take off the stock bumper off of this car, pull those fog lights out, and then I guess we're gonna put, I'm still not sure if I want to put the yellows in this one or just not run fog lights, but we'll see where we go. But Gotta take out 2 bolts for the crash bar, and then we should be able to just pop the clips off and get the bumper out. So, old bumper is off, got the crash bar off, got all the fogs off of them. Yeah. So now we're gonna work on getting the crash bar onto the bumper, and then I've never really messed with these fog light mounts, so we're gonna see how those work. I guess we're just gonna put the yellow fog lights onto this bumper, onto the car. We're gonna look like Ronald McDonald, but it's okay. Hopefully it'll turn out well. If not, I'll just take the 10s off of them or just not run fog lights, but we're good. All right, so this right here is a parts car that I got for free from one of my buddies that I had to pull the motor out of, and so far this car has literally just been selling parts off of it. I cut the quarters off to make a stock mold of fenders on my other car, and really this car has just kind of been whatever I need comes off of this to go onto another car. But now, since drifting for me has gotten a little bit more serious and I'm having stuff like this happen, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these doors off, which I don't think it's super hard. From what I saw, it just looks like a few bolts, and with no fenders on, it should be really easy to take the latches off. So I can just, actually, I'll probably just take these clips off and slide the door out just so I can save the latches, or the hinges, just in case I ever have anything happen with the car. But I think I'm gonna take both the doors off now and get them in the shop where they're out of the weather, so whenever I need them, inevitably they'll be ready for this car. But this car, I'll fill you in a little bit more on what it is. This car is my current full-time drift car. It is a ZHP swapped 325. All the drift stuff you could want in a car. Hydro, chassis mount, nice shifter. I just recently put my back seats back in, but the car was fully gutted and I didn't like it. So now we have the back seats back in. I have another one of the D&D old style bucket seats, which these will be going in the 36 that's over there. But really this car is super clean and I just want to keep it nice instead of just drifting and totaling it. So whenever the 36 will be done, this car will just become a daily driver. That's something fun for me to drive, but I can also go drift it if need be when inevitably this thing will be down. Let's check back in on Blake, getting those clips in. The worst thing about an E36 bumper is these dang clips. So there's what is there, like 8 of them I think that goes across the front, and then there's a bunch that goes through the center on the bottom face. Just keep it on the crash bar, but hopefully this will make his coupe look a little bit better. I decided to donate him my front bumper because this car will get a kit. I just got done putting on some of my SVT Cobra wheels just to see how much I'll need for my over fenders, especially since this car will be E46 lowers with actual good knuckles and an angle adapter. So it'll have more than enough angle and give me that front look that I want. But I think both sides definitely are gonna use every bit of the over. And then I think now I'm going to try and looking into, because I am waiting on a key for this thing, I'm gonna look into checking out the ignition switch to see if I can toggle power on, just to see if everything works on the interior, because I have no clue. So I guess let's dive into that and see kind of where I get from. So bumper's all ready to go. Crash bar is on, fog lights are swapped. It was terrible, don't do it, just don't run fog lights, that sucked. But they're on, sketchily, don't know how long they'll last, but they're there. Bumper's about ready to go back onto the car. I think I'm going to just jack it up, pull the fender wells and that type of thing, because they're useless anyways. And they just look crappy with an M3 bumper when you can see straight through it, and all you can see is just random plastic bits. But get that set up and I'll show you how it looks. So, bumper is now on. Wasn't as much of a struggle as I thought it would be, but they're on. I've got to wire up fog lights still, and then I've got to pull the fender wells out. But just wanted to give an update. It's on. Not too bad, not too bad. Definitely needs the trim, and that section's pretty messed up, so I'll probably just Bondo over it. But we'll be pulling these fender liners out so you don't have to worry about like awkwardly seeing little bits in the front. But other than that, should be all set. All right, so while Blake has been finishing up on his bumper, which you can now see it's on, and he is the tired, I have been diving into the E36 and just kind of looking over, because before they put, this is an M52 TU or M52 2.8, I don't really know. All I know is it's a 2.8 with the MS42, and I'm not super familiar with this. I'm really familiar with the M54s and MS43 and 45.1. So just kind of going through harnesses. I have the adapter harness and just trying to see where everything goes, where it's coming from. This motor will come out for a 3.0, and even if I wasn't going to pull this, even if I was going to go with this motor, it has the wrong oil pan on it, so it is sitting on the rack. But a few cool things is this car has, you can't really see it, it has M50 tubular manifolds on it, which I thought was pretty neat. And pretty much now I'm just gonna kind of start disassembling a bunch of stuff so I can start plugging shit back in and figuring out where stuff wants to go, just so I know I have everything, and hopefully I'll have a 3.0 for this car soon. Let's get into it. All right, so I think we're about done for today. I test fit my SVT wheels, and Blake got his bumper done. I pulled a few things off the roller just to kind of get it ready to go to scrap. But I think after this footage of us kind of dicking around today, I'm gonna put all of our Midnight Madness footage in, just so that's all here and I don't have to worry about organizing it later on, because it'll already be in this video. So I hope you enjoyed Blake being the goober,
Of course.
and me working on E36 stuff. But I think that is going to be it for today, and enjoy the bounciness this going, and enjoy these drift clips, and we'll see you in the next one hopefully soon and not in 2 years. So peace out.